Hello everybody. Today we're going to talk about HashCode and equal method contract. We try to understand this contract. What is that this contract? Why it is important? In my whole career, actually, I faced these questions. Uh, I have 4 years experience, and always they ask me, Joseph, what is this equal and hashcode contract? Sometimes, of course, you forget the definition, and sometimes you remember definition, but actually, it is not important definition because in all it is not about just these topics. All software topics actually, it is important to not definition. It is important why. For instance, why this contract is important. Why this contract we have to follow these rules. What happen if we don't follow these contracts? Actually, it is important because during the interview, if you forget this definition, you don't need just memorize your definition and during the interview you forgot, it is okay. No worries. No worries. Just you can ask easily, yeah, I'm sorry, just I forgot the definition. Could you remind me? Probably interview easily remind you, and probably they will not complain about that because everyone can forget. But after they remind your definition, if you couldn't answer why it is important, it is bad scenario. Therefore, I highly recommend you try to understand why, if any topic. So today we talk about why this contract is important, and let's talk on the example. Okay, right now we have student. Let's delete the here. Okay, we have student user class. User class there is have two field and one constructor, and also we have student and student extend the user, and also there is have two fields, school number and class number. Okay, let's a little bit talk about like double equal and equal. So user, user, user. Let's say user first. Okay, new user, name John and age 20. Okay, we have class and John. Username is John and uh, age is 20. His age is. We have two uh, users and both name and age is same. So let's just print this user user to is equals or not. Also we can just uh, put the here, and actually that's want the user perfect. So let's run into application. So as you can see here, user first and user second is not equals. Why? Because we know two user actually, if you check the with double equal, it's double equal check the memory locations. We can learn memory location, and I will show you how you can learn memory location. So VM and current and address of user first and user second. So this VM comes from this library. You can import in your application easily, and you can check memory location. But this just for example. So user first memory locations is difference. User second is difference. If let's say we have string, first string is A, B, C, and second string is again A, B, C. So first string and second string. And as you can see, it is memory location. It is same here. both it's same, and yeah, double I could actually check this number. If this is equal, this mean these two object it's equal. So okay, here we check the double equal, and let's check with also equal method, and equal method plus, let's come to here, just say okay, user equal equals equal user second, and closed, just say user and plus user equal. Perfect. Let's again run the applications, find the result is very good, check the like that. Okay, as you can see, user equals also again false. So why? Let's check. Well, let's check library and equal method. Actually, again check with double equal. So what is that? If equal method check the double equal, why it is important equal method? Let's talk about on it. So actually here in the equal method, we need to override the equals method, because right now two object it is same. But we don't wanna check the address locations. Actually, we wanna check this object it is same or not. This username it's same, age it's same. In the application in the business domain, it's always working like this. You check the two object it is same. You don't need to check the address locations, and therefore we need to override equal method in the user class. So let's override equal method and check. So is, we know equal method return boolean and equals, the parameter is argument. So in here we have three scenario. First scenario, actually if this object is equals the double equal object, we basically return true. Second scenario, if this object is not a user, let's check this object instead of user, we have to return false. It is also obvious. So let's come last scenario. Last scenario, what we have to what we have to do when we need to call this equal method. Actually, we firstly have to cascade the object to user. So that's why we need the user cascade user to what? To object. So what we return if here age is integer, right? Yeah, this means it is a primitive. If age and user age is equals and objects equals name, right? Name command user name. So why we for this used object dot equals, because name is also object, we have to compare to like that. So actually we basically override equal method, but we override with hands. That is, they have just key short. You can click the right and generate. So there is two options and equal hash code. You can override equal and hash code. But as you can see here you cannot just override equal method. So let's override both. Let's override both. Okay, we override both. But for now, I just wanna delete this one. And sorry, I have to need to drink water. Okay, it is short key. So let's come back to main method, and right now check the object it's true or not. Okay, user first and double equal user second is false. It is obvious. We know that. Let's come with equal method. When we compare to the object with equal method, actually it will return true, right? Everything is seems okay. We actually achieved our purpose. But actually, right now we made mistake. We violate equal and hashcode contract, because equal and hashcode contract definition. I write here definition. What is my definition? Okay, probably I have to view exit the presentations. Okay, in the equal and hashcode definition say if two object is equal, hashcode must be equal also. If two object is equal, hashcode must be equal. So why it is important? Why if two object if equal also hashcode should be equal? Let's talk with that on the example and try to understand. So okay, and presentation, comeback presentation more perfect. Let's say in the application we have the task and we need to create the one hash map, and hash map you take the user and value key is user, value is let's say string, and let's say hash map and new hash map. Okay, perfect. So right now user sorry hash map put uh, user first in the key and string, let's say it is user first. When come to for user second, we say okay it is user second. So what we expect actually right now, we expect in the hash map one items, because we are sure hash map shouldn't be duplicate in the key cannot be duplicate, but hash map in the key actually they check hash code. So right now, when we let's print this hash map. Okay, I wanna put here uh, debug. Actually, I wanna debug, but okay, let's again exit the presentation modes. I put here debug. I will come back to presentation mode. Sorry for that. Okay, I have to press here. Sorry. Okay, let's debug. So right now, as you can see here, hash map have two item, but these two item we are sure, and it's mistake. Basically, it is mistake, and basically we duplicate the codes because we didn't override hash code. We just say okay, it is return true to object one compared to object with equal method. It return true. I'm okay. I don't need to override the hash code, but kind of this scenario we probably face to bug. Right now we face to bug. So therefore, actually, it will be better in the user method. Also, we have to override hash code. I don't want to write with manually. Just let's override with like that. Next. Great. Okay, now we override equal and we override hash code. Everything seems okay. Let's come back main Java and rest this application again. Stop and run. Okay, right now everything seems okay. Now we have one item in the hash map, and everything seems okay. So uh, if you don't override hash code, actually hash code it will be difference. Right now hash code hash code uh, where is my hash code? We forgot print hash code. Okay, no problem. Let's say user first plus user first HashCode and perfect plus it will be better if we just say it is user second. So when we overwrite the HashCode say, okay, this to object HashCode, it is right now user first and user second has different HashCode. It is weird. Let's check why. So firstly, I wanna just say there. Okay, user. Okay, HashCode. It is name. We override HashCode. We override say. Okay, something should be okay. It is same. Just we didn't put the space, and therefore user is user first, user two. It is same. No problem. We don't have an error. As you can see, it is user first and user second is face. If we don't, we delete the hash code. Let's delete again, and as you can see, hash code it is different. If hash code it is different, we will face the many bugs like this. This just hash map. It was just one example, but believe me, you will face the many bugs. So let's find more bugs. What happened? What can happen if we not just override both. If you forget always override equal method, if you forget always hash code, what can happen? Okay, now let we begin of the video. I showed you student class and student class extend the user. Again, we say oh, I don't need to override the equal and hash code, and let's come back and face the one more bug. So, okay, now let's create the student. Student first, new student. Name is John. Age is 20. And what was it? School number, let's say C1. And class number, let's say AB2. It's just, it wasn't my school number. It's just one example. Okay, we create two students. Let's create like this. We don't need to here anymore. That's why I'm going to delete it. Just actually, we don't need to here. We understand this example. So let's just print the student. Okay. And I just replace the student and to user we just replace again, and for student one replace everything. Okay, replace the student to and overwrite. Okay, right now what happened? Actually equal hash code it is same. As you can see, student 1 hash code same, student 2 hash code same, and it's okay, return the false. Let's actually we don't need, we just want to check the hash code, and it's returned the true. It is okay. It's no problem. Seems right, no problem, right? Because student is same age, same number, same school number. It in the business domain, it must be same because school number, class number is same. But let's change class number. I want to say I, B, C, D. Just say change just randomly. I write some things, and right now I say, okay, these two students, it shouldn't be same. Okay, John is age. It can be same because in the school always you can find same age and same num in same class. It's very common. But school number, if it is different, this obvious is two student is different. So let's run the code. As you can see, it is still returned true. Because why? Look, it is really big bug. If you forget, if you forget override hashcode and equal method, maybe you extend the subclass and actually, as you can see, is here student use the subclass equal method. And that's why we face the very big problems. Because let's say you create the student, you say, I don't want I don't want to overwrite the, or you always forget to overwrite the hash code and equal method, and other developers come say, okay, probably previous developer is overwrite, must be overwrite, and didn't check and created two student and say, okay, this student school number and class number is difference, name it could be same, age of course it could be same, it is a school, and compared to, and bam, it is big bug. It is big problem, and therefore actually it is so important if you worked on any project overwrite the equal and hash code. You can overwrite with the Lombok annotation. I will show you with next video, not this one, but you can work just put the front of begin of the class just annotation. It also will overwrite with that. So, okay, I guess you understand why we need the equal and hash code contract, why it is important, what happen if you don't overwrite, what will happen, and what will face this kind of uh, problems. So, and actually let's talk about one bonus. It is kind of not about contract, it's just one trick, one exceptional case, and I want to show you this exceptional case. And let's say integer. Okay, we now understand if we want to compare to object, we have to use the equal method. If you want to compare the two primitive type, actually we have to use the of course to double equal, because in the primitive type it hasn't equal method. But let's say we don't follow this rule, and we say, okay, this integer, first integer, and it's, let's say it's randomly one number, and second integer is number. Okay, and say, okay, let's compare to this two integer. It is same, it should be second, perfect, and integer first, double equal integer second. Okay, we compare to right now. And what will happen if you compare to, actually it is return the false, because double equals check the address locations, memory location, sorry, and we compare to memory locations is return the false. We need, it is obvious we need to use the equal method. But let's play a little bit and say, okay, let's say put the 12 for this. So actually again we expect the false, right? Let's thinking. Bam, it is returned true. Why? Because actually it is exceptional case in the integer if between minus 126 26 and 26, it's in the memory save in the same locations. If your integer between minus 126 or plus 126 is saved same memory location. When you increase the number, and after that it will change the memory location for every object is put to different memory location. It is just exceptional case, and I try to explain the like why equal it is important, when we have to need the double equals and hash code double equals contract. I hope this video is informative, is help you, and it will make happy. So okay, see you next video. Bye bye.